Man, big shout out to Poverty Tell, man. I appreciate you coming to get this interview from the exclusive one and only DJ B Real himself, man. And I'm glad to give it to y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know, the right way, the real way, you know what I'm saying?
You know I'm doing that. Private time. Yeah, you know. I love it when you swear, when we have sex. Grab you by your neck while you saying I'm the best, don't watch me flex. Time to undress, ass up, face down while you saying I'm the best, don't watch me flex. When we have sex, grab you by your neck while you saying I'm the best, don't watch me flex. Time to undress, ass up, face down while you saying I'm the best, don't watch me flex.
What up, DJ B Real?
You know what it is.
Already.
Hey, you know when I put on that hat, it's going down in a major way. You already know what it is, man.
Already.
We're in the lab right now, putting some shit together. My cuz Yassi, we putting out some fire shit right now. You know how it's going.
When we have sex,
What up, big dog?
what's out with it, baby? I'm the best, don't watch me flex.
Where we at right now? Where we at?
We in the yo, we in the dungeon, you know, yeah. We have sex.
How long you been doing your thing, bro?
Huh?
How long you been doing your thing?
Shit, since I was a little boy in middle school. Been doing this shit, you know. Flex. Just watch me flex.
So that's something gonna be on the album, the mixtape, or
Yeah, that's an album right there.
like some heat right there, boy.
Yeah, that's that album shit right there. You know, yeah.
That's something new y'all working on, or something you had in the vault, man?
Hey, that's something new right there. We live in the mix with DJ B Real, you know, yeah.
That's one of the hottest in Louisiana, period, man.
You already know, bro.
Period.
We came about with this here. We had came up with the little concept and shit. And I had like a little beat on the clutch. Me and my dog blew on the track, you know what I'm saying?
When we have
Yeah, the beat. I put it on.
you saying I'm the
You know, cuz went and did his thing on it, you know what I'm saying? So we just put it together. He kind of, you know what I'm saying, ironed out the kinks and everything for the verse and everything. So when we're creating on that, got about like a few more bars for the verse. We gonna put it in on there like that, you know what I'm saying?
Man, bro, you about one of the hottest producers everybody want to work with in Baton Rouge, bro. It's like, you hot right now, bro.
Hey, bro, it's a real blessing, dog. Like, it's a blessing. And bro, I just try to do it for the people. I try to, you know, do a lot of, you know, good music for the people.
Right.
Because I done been in this so long, and I done did it for myself, like doing music just for me, for myself, to the point like, okay, shit, now it's time to do it for the people. Like, not even, I was doing it so long for myself, not worrying about what people think about my music. So now it's like, by they accepting what I'm doing in the game, it's like I'm doing it more for the people. Still doing it, you know, still doing what I feel is in my heart to lay down, but I try to get the people to gravitate what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm my big worst critic. I got a lot of records that I done did, you know what I'm saying, that's still in the vault that I haven't put out yet. Because I'm my own worst critic, and sometimes I be feeling like the people are not gonna like this or that, you know what I'm saying? But you know, certain songs I just feel like I just throw it out there on my SoundCloud or whatever like that to get them to check out or whatever, and just, you know, just try to get the people to really just, you know what I'm saying, see what they like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always tuning into the new music that's what's going on right now, the new genre music, you know what I'm saying, and kind of like get tuned in to what's going on. Also just doing my own thing. So I just try to do it basically for the people, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
It's a blessing, brother. To get the reaction from people that they liking what I'm doing, like they really loving the whole thing of what I'm doing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just it's amazing, bro. It's truly amazing. You know what I'm saying?
So to you, what's the state of hip hop right now in Louisiana? To you, like where you think it's headed, or like the current state?
I mean, like right now, bro, we on top of the chain right now. You know what I'm saying? You got artists that's coming out from Louisiana making it in the industry down here. You know what I'm saying? We finally getting looked at, you know what I'm saying, with what we got going on, you know what I'm saying? With the whole reality rap thing and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Because we speak about real life, you know what I'm saying, things that's going on in Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying? And they really picking up on what we do, you know what I'm saying, and really starting to look down here, you know what I'm saying? Boosie made the way, you you know, the whole Trill fam made a way, and now I got other artists like, you know, Embed Youngboy or Fredo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Those cats coming out, you know what I'm saying? And really just shining the light on Baton Rouge with everything, you know. Chill with Marty, you know what I'm saying? You know, all those cats, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the outcome down here is pretty good, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty good.
Yeah, Chill with Marty, he another one too.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. He got some real good music. Real good music.
Yeah. Dude be putting it together. I was actually last night at the with him and everything like that. And I think they had something going on, but you know, dude keep himself in the he humble. You know what I'm saying? He making himself, you know what I'm saying, relevant in the game, working with some of the best in the game right now, like with Mouse, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. So it's really, it's like he really putting it down. He really putting it down.
So right now, man, what would you say the best thing to do is like stay independent, or would you advise somebody to sign with a major? Like, what would be your advice right now?
Independent, like, say, bro, independent automatically, because it's like you got your own control over it. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got nobody over you or controlling you, or, you know what I'm saying, you know, telling you what to put out. You control your own destiny with it, you know what I'm saying? Being independent, you know what I'm saying? You own your own masters. You know what I'm saying? You got you know, you pretty much in control of everything. You know what I'm saying? But it could be a downfall with it too on the flip side, because you got to give the people what they want in order for you to make ends meet with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have good music, but if the marketing not there, it'll kind of mess you up. So you'll be doing good music just for nothing without a marketing. You know what I'm saying? And you got to look at, like, prime example. I'm gonna give you an example. All right. Like, rest in peace, like Nipsey. His strategy was to basically sell a CD. You know what I'm saying? He had to cross some toes to do what he had to do, but he did it. And I respected it because he put himself in the marketing to sell a CD. Like, it was a lot of rumors going on about, you know, with him and Ivy and everything like that, about him doing what he did or whatever. However, what went on in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He said he didn't do it or whatever like that, but he took whatever the people were saying and he ran with it. That was his marketing scheme. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta have, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a good ass marketing scheme to make whatever you got going on work. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace, like Shiz Dollar, he was gonna be one of the ones that make it out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Like his raps was there, wordplay incredible. Everything about him was just up to par. What was setting the tone for him to be noticed, and what his marketing scheme was when he did the battle rap thing. He was finally getting looked at from doing his battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like he anybody that he got on stage with, he crushed him. Yeah, I seen his Instagram. Yeah, he straight punished him. So, you know what I'm saying? It got the people to really look at him to see what he's about. You know what I'm saying? On the stage and on wax. You know what I'm saying? They really wanted to see, you know, what it was that he was doing, and he really put himself in a position to where, like, he had a fire marketing scheme. So he done that. You know what I'm saying? It's just basically, artists has got to have a good marketing scheme in order for them to sell music. You know what I'm saying? To really get their music out there or whatever like that. It's crazy that people got to do messed up stuff to get the attention that they need to sell, but that's all a part of the game. Because you can make good music. Again, you can make good music. You can do hell of a good music. But if your marketing scheme is not there, it's like good music, but ain't nobody really listen to it. They going to the next person that got a real, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, for the new and upcoming beat makers and producers that's trying to get in the game, what would be your advice?
What would be my advice
for beat makers trying to get in the game and trying to, like, pretty much get their beats out to different artists, or trying to, you know, sample their beats and stuff like that? Like, what's the right way about going about doing that? Because it seems like everybody and their mama making beats right now.
Right.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? But they always got a couple good producers that's doing it.
Right. Man, what I would suggest with what's going on right now, like for me, by me being in it for 20 years, I'm 20 years strong in it now. And, you know, when it was CDs or whatever like that, beats was very expensive up front. You know what I'm saying? You had artists would pay, well, either the artist or their company would pay up to damn near $1,000 a beat. You know what I'm saying? But now that the game has changed as far as with having YouTube, SoundCloud, you know, different little platforms where producers put their beats up. What I would suggest for producers to do is like get your beats, you know, pretty much just like making sure that your music is copyrighted for one. That's the main important thing. You know what I'm saying? Before you even put it out, but you know everything being so digital now, like you can pretty much post it and it'll be basically like a po man copyright now. But what I would suggest for producers to do is, for one, keep grinding. For two, make sure your beats copyrighted. If you're gonna pass beats out to different artists, you know, make sure they know that either it's gonna be exclusive or non-exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive meaning, you know, they'll have all rights to it and they'll pay a certain amount that you have set for that beat. Non-exclusive, you pretty much letting them borrow it. You know, you leasing it. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you know what I'm saying, you putting it out there for like $50, 30, 40, from 30 to $50, you know what I'm saying, per track, or however you do your deals. You pretty much just leasing the track to that artist to see where it goes. Now, if it's a record for that artist to feel like, okay, well, we're gonna run with this record, we want this beat or whatever, then you go back and, you know, charge for the exclusives and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you're not giving up your rights to your publishing or your composing rights. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing too. Having your own publishing, you know what I'm saying, and having your own composing. You know what I'm saying? Like the publishing is basically, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you own all your publishing to it, but people can buy publishing from you too. But that's when the beats become higher than what it is. You know what I'm saying? So say if you do an exclusive track for $250, but they'll be like, okay, well, we want to collect all your publishing. Well, you can set your number up to be more higher than what you setting it for to be exclusive to keep your publishing. You know what I'm saying? And that can go up to damn near $5,000. You know what I'm saying? On up, depending on how well the song would do. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's always good to have your own publishing. Now, the flip side of that, you have to wait, you know what I'm saying, for the quarter to receive your payments for a record. You know what I'm saying? That be the downside of it. Most people will sell a publishing and don't worry about the back end of it because they don't want to wait long.
Okay, and like that's where I'm getting at. Okay, for the guy who's coming up off the block, who just have a SoundCloud, and he don't really understand the industry like that. How do you get him to understand publishing to keep that to tell him that's his future revenue? Like, how do you get them to understand that publishing is so important? Because nowadays it just seems like everybody wants a bag.
Yeah, man. Like, basically, like I say, man, just, you know, letting them know what it is about publishing, because publishing can be a lifetime for you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always forever get paid through publishing. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's a waiting process. You have to wait every quarter to receive your publishing, but you will always have that as long as that music still playing. It could be overseas, wherever it's played at. You're gonna always receive revenue from it. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, some people might not worry about their publishing. Some people might want their money right now. Look, I want to have this right now. Well, you can do that, but let's say if this record becomes a Billboard hit and it generates millions of dollars, well, you'd have just sold your publishing up front for a certain amount that you can't receive your publishing on the back end anymore because you done gave up your rights to the publishing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's an option. You know what I'm saying? You have options. You either want to keep your publishing and wait for your publishing to kick in, or you could just sell it, have your money up front, and not worry about your money on the back end, because they're gonna, whoever's buying the publishing from you, they're gonna receive your publishing. You know what I'm saying? So it's an option.
If y'all need to pause this YouTube video and go back and rewind and catch what he said, I think y'all might need to do that, because it's some real one-on-one type stuff. For real.
For sure. And like I say, for me, it's like certain artists. You got certain artists that are hit, and you got artists that are miss. You know what I'm saying? How the way I work, because I done work with so much of the bigger artists in Baton Rouge that have made it. You know what I'm saying? I done work with Boosie, Webby, Lil Fat, rest in peace, Latrell, Fox, Big Head, pretty much everybody in Trill Entertainment. I was a in-house producer for Trill Entertainment for 5 years as a in-house producer, and I done worked with all those cats. So, and then outside of being with Trill, I done worked with artists like NBA Youngboy, G Money. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace.
How does it feel to work with the new guys, like NBA Youngboy compared to some of the older guys like Boosie? Is it a difference, or is it's not, or?
I mean, for me,
it seems like the newer guys are doing songs in 2 minutes compared to the, you know.
Right. And they releasing them off quick as hell.
Right.
They releasing them fast. For me, I don't see really no big difference.
Okay.
Because I get in there and I vibe with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm in the studio and I'm working with the artists, I you know, they show me respect, I show them respect as well. So I get the same vibe, you know what I'm saying? So it's no big difference, you know what I'm saying? But I do notice that, you know, younger cats in the generation that's coming out now, they're doing songs, producers doing beats, they having stock full of beats, and they're just making songs and just putting them out so quick that you'll be like, man, they don't even have no time to really just kind of meditate on it to see if it's right or wrong. They're just going off of their feelings. But at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about catching that feeling. If you feel like that's what it is, that's what it's gonna be, we gonna run with that and we gonna put it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's like again, it's no big difference. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done work with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about a vibe. If I can get in there and vibe with you just as well as you can vibe with me, we got something going.
Right,
get in there and work, we do our thing. You feel what I'm saying?
So with your new song that you got with Bezo, Cut Up, do you feel which is a hit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, you know that's a hit.
Appreciate
that, do you feel personally that you getting the recognition that you deserve now?
With that situation,
from being a beat maker to being on a song, and you know,
I mean, I am. I think I can do more by getting on the stage to perform and more, you know what I'm saying, with him. But I mean, for me, you know, I have some people that I know that really, you know, fuck with me, that really, you know, care about me. We talk about the situation about, man, you need to, you know, start being out there, start showing your face, start, you know, getting on that stage and, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing, because that is you on that record, you know what I'm saying? Like, that you set the tone for it. And I definitely agree, but then I be the type to be like, okay, I want to do it, but then it's like, I'm like, maybe not type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm getting recognition from from it, but not as much because I'm not up there being seen to perform my part. You feel? Because
it seems like your recognition almost get passed on to the rapper that's on there.
Right.
Because it's like everybody's kind of looking for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, they can't find you, so they just kind of pass it on to the closest person.
Yeah, and that's exactly
and
what
that's what I see when I'm in the club and I hear the song.
Right, that's exactly
every time I hear the song, I think you about to perform it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I think that's, it all be with me on wanting to be there on that stage and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I be feeling like I need to go and do it, and sometimes I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't too big on that, on too much attention like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I, you know, every now and then if I feel like I need to be on a video or something like that, I get on there. But as far as with on stage and shit like that, like I be in my different modes. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be in my different modes. Sometimes I feel like I need to be on there. I need to be aggressive and get on that mic and cut up bad. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I be like, man, I don't want too many eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sometimes I just be in my mode like that. I don't know why. It's just it cuts on and cuts off like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And fucking that shit I'm doing with G. I ain't gonna lie, like how I did the beat.
If you want to cut it up loud, I can just cut the mic down and then you can cut it up loud if you want to.
But see, there's some exclusive shit I don't want to leak. I won't play the hook, but I don't want to leak it all the way out.
Alright.
So we gon' get rich, so we don't settle. Remember the time we had nothing. Young niggas tryna get money. Young nigga want me run it up. I'm tryna give you a picture. And we did it, they please don't settle me. So we gon' get rich, so we don't settle.
What up, my boy?
Yeah.
Oh, what up, man? How I feel to be working with one of the greatest producers in Louisiana, bro.
Shit, oh man. Shit, this been my dream come true, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been a little boy listening to him make beats for Boosie and shit.
Yeah.
And then I had to figure out that he was kidding me on some shit. Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So what's your name, bro? You know what I'm saying? People know who you is, man.
Man, I'm Yasser, man. Yeah, you gonna catch me on the interview.
Yeah, you got the Instagram?
Yeah. I got the Yasser_music, YASI_MUSIKK.
Already.
Yes,
So we gon' get rich, so we don't settle. Remember the time we had nothing. Young niggas tryna get money. Young nigga want me run it up. I'm tryna give you a picture. And we did it, they please don't settle. So we gon' get rich, so we don't settle. Remember the time we had nothing. Young niggas tryna get money. Young nigga want me run it up. I'm tryna give you a picture.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Some new exclusive shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, G Code 3.
Right.
Coming soon. You heard it here first. Yeah, real talk. Long live G Money, man. You can believe that, man, in the name of G, man. Real talk. Yeah.
Got some more heat on there you won't play? You got one more for us, bro? I know you got one more, bro.
I got some
Man, give the people one more, man. One more, bro.
I got some of this shit.
One more,
shit.
bro.
Look, check this out. Let me say this real quick.
It ain't every day we in the studio with B Real, bro. It ain't every day.
I mean that.
Believe that.
Look, hold on. I got a hook for this, but this just a beat. Play the hook. Yeah. Hey, that's that vibe shit. That's that vibe shit. That's what I'm doing.
Blow something. Let me get throw in 16, man. What up? Don't bless him one time, guys.
Put some on up.
Yeah.
Go jump. In the club or go jump. Got a bad bitch in her booty fat and that pussy sick like a plump. Don't think that I don't see you looking at bad bitches choose or you might got some on your chest. Wanna go black and screw like I'm in no top and no top and no I'm in glitch. One of my niggas wants up with a legal catch up if you can it's just slap with a deal. Hop in the ring and one thing is a bitch. You hate you man cause you're all on my dick. That's why that you're bloody man. I'm playing.
Up. I mean, I can go again. I can go some more.
I mean, hey man, I
can go in the
man,
boat.
I got minutes, bro. I got minutes.
I can go in the boat. I can find all kind of little
I got minutes,
tips
man.
for tax in there.
Yeah, let the people. That's what they want to hear. They want to know what you're working on, bro.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, they won't know.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna ask you, so I'ma ask
Exclusive shit.
you. Exclusive shit.
Hey, that bitch was jamming too.
And what's up with that mixtape about to drive you? I said, bro, what's up, man? Man, the streets waiting on that, man.
What?
Yeah, man, you gotta feed them with that, man. They waiting.
Feed them hungry.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Like, man, y'all have been up in this bitch like damn near, what, almost a month now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about going in strong, bro. Like, he got a song called FaceTime. We really feel confident in that this one gonna be like one of his singles. He got another one. What's the name of it called? Ooh, something like that.
Ooh.
Like that was a song that we originally wanted to go for, but I think the FaceTime record is the one that I feel like gonna be that one that's gonna really give the attention on that rap and R&B side. Like that. I really feel confident in it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we'll give you know what I'm saying, a sneak peek of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're going to have to let y'all hear that bitch. See, let y'all think. You know what I mean? See what y'all think, you know? And not only that, I got Fast Forward coming on after that. I got a song called Fast Forward. That bitch retarded.
That sound like a hit. Fast Forward.
Fast Forward. That's for them. Yeah, that's for them. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. That sound like a hit.
I'm going to give you the concept of what that is. Like, when I say that's that, it's like if you, like you fucking with a little chick, you heard me? And you know she might want you to whine and die, but y'all grown. She know what you want, and you know what she want. You know what I'm saying? You basically like, man, let's fast forward past all that and let's get to the business. You know what we came here for. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Come here.
Come here. Come on. Go on, give me that.
Give me that. That's what that concept. So when you hear that mud, you gonna be like, oh yeah, I know exactly what the fuck he talking about.
Dick gonna make you famous.
Stop playing.
Alright, yeah, so we back on now. Had some of the technical difficulties.
We're never off, man.
Yeah, so let me
yeah, we just coolin', bro. I'm in here with DJ B Real, man. Exclusive interview, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't here just chopping it up, man. You know, Power to Tell podcast, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in here chilling with Yassin, man. Y'all go follow him on Instagram and Facebook. You know, ladies, I know y'all see him. I know y'all see him, ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Mixtape on the way.
Yeah.
He'll be in your bed soon, baby. Mixtape on
know
the way.
it.
Coming soon. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm coming strictly for them.
I'm trying to tell you. He'll be in your bed soon.
Yeah.
Some of that beats, I'm just going through some of this
You
shit.
know. So when you start making a beat, like what's your process when you start making a beat? Like do you start out with the melody, the drums, the 808s, or you just, you know?
Mostly of my beats I start off with a melody.
Yeah,
like I just start off with something that I hear in my head, you know, get on the keyboard and just put that in.
Right.
But whatever works. Like I feel like whatever works, like whether it's the drums or the keys, you know what I'm saying? I'll do whatever works for me, you know what I'm saying? But mainly it be the melody first, then it'll kind of guide me to where the drums gonna land in, you know what I'm saying? So I try to do what gonna work, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you do like the whole process from like beginning to end, like mixing, mastering. You do like the all stages, or
like with beats, I just go in Like I give it the best mix that I can. You know what I'm saying? Give it a good mix for it, so that the artist can rap on it. The artist can do their thing on it. After the artist finish doing their vocals and putting it down or whatever like that, then I go into deep detail of just breaking the beat down, putting it in within the session with his vocals, kind of separating the melody from the drums to the vocals, and pretty much go in my stage of mixing. You know what I'm saying? And from there I do a good mix. Then I'll do my final master. Once I get a good mastering or whatever like that, I'll, bounce it down, put it on my phone, just to put it in different systems, just to see if it sound right in different systems or whatever. If it's a go, then I'll complete the whole mastering process. And shit, we ready. We got us a song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
With all the songs that you got, bro, like how do you know like this the one, like this the hit? Like how do you know? Is it just something that just you feel?
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling. Like I'm gonna tell you, like with Cut Up Bad, like that was a record. Like I felt it, but I didn't feel like it was gonna be an outside record to have everybody jump to it. I mean, it was basically like some personal shit that I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I'm in my own little personal zone. I'm a buck to this, like this and that, you know what I'm saying? Even when I did the collaboration with Bezo, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like how I felt at that time, you know what I'm saying? And I just put it down, not thinking that if it was to go outside of the studio that it'll become a smash and everybody liking it. Like it's a big shock. It's still shocking to me more than anything because again, I just felt like I was being selfish to myself of making a song for me. Not thinking about the people. But it became something that people could relate to.
Yeah, it's been like number one on the charts on the Bruh app.
Yeah,
for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. It was
definitely cutting the charts up.
Yeah, it was number 3 at first when they first added on the Bruh app.
Right.
Then it jumped to number 1, and when I saw that, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with it. It's been climbing. Yeah,
I'm like, damn, and it's still at number 1. Like, so I'm like, damn, bro, this is crazy. Like, man, like I've been getting a lot of posters from it, like people in the club doing their thing or whatever like that. And like I said again, it was just something I was speaking on of me just wanting to cut up. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a word that been a Baton Rouge slang, but I just used it in my own way. Like, man, shit, man, I'm going out tonight, man. I'm about to cut up bad, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to cut up. You know what I'm saying? So that whole concept, it came from me just feeling like how I was feeling. And then, you know, Bezo came and added some extra little flavor to it, so it kind of made it what it is, you know what I'm saying? Right. But the whole concept just came from how I felt when I made that beat. I made that beat right then and there. I didn't even have a keyboard. I made that shit right on the keypad.
Right.
You know, I felt that it was a club hit, so I was just thinking of something, you know what I'm saying? And that what came out.
Any plans of a remix to it? Cause
I want it to be a remix.
I'm feeling like it's gonna be a remix soon.
I definitely want it to be a remix.
Anybody you want on it? You want to throw out there any hints?
Man, bro, I feel like whoever can get on that bitch and rip. Like I got the instrumental on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, which is PTP Producion. I put that on there, and they had Titanic did a little freestyle to it. Spitter did his thing on it, and Lil One the Champ. You know what I'm saying? So they did their thing on it or whatever like that. So I heard a little bit of Spitter, but not all of it. But from what I heard from him, he ripped it. Titanic, she ripped it. She did her thing. And Lil One the Champ, I'm just waiting to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if it becomes a good remix, I mean, you know, whoever won't get on it, if it's a big dog or if it's somebody that's coming out the woodwork that know they won't cut up bad shit. Yeah. I just want to hear it go farther than, you know what I'm saying, than where it's at now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Any more songs with you and Beezy on it, or that was just the only one, or?
With Beezy, that was like the only record.
That's the only collab y'all got, because some of y'all need to do a mixtape together.
Well, I don't know. had some work going on, but we had some business stuff that wasn't properly handled, so we trying to get that straight out the way before anything else get released. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right. Well, that's what's up then. All right. Well, music for them streets.
Yeah.
Business for them streets. I mean.
Yeah.
But we in here chopping up with DJ B Real, bro.
Yeah.
Exclusive interview, Power to Tell podcast. I appreciate them, you know what I'm saying? Let me come through and just represent the streets of Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move around, trying to, like anybody that's trying to do something, I'm trying to put them on a platform and show some love, bro.
Man, bro.
We ain't trying to hate, we trying to show love and create, baby.
And I appreciate the love that you giving me. I appreciate you coming out, giving me this exclusive interview that, you know what I'm saying, most people don't know about, you know what I'm saying? And I just thank you for that, man. And you doing what's right, you know what I'm saying? They gotta hear the voice of the streets, man. They gotta hear what's going on out, you know what I'm saying? And you getting all exclusive content right here, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So one more time before we go, bro. If you had to give a message to the youth in the streets, what would it be?
Man, the message is, bro, for the youth is to stay consistent with something that's positive that's gonna get you out of. If you in poverty, do something positive that's gonna get you out of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the streets here. You know what I'm saying? The streets ain't going nowhere. So once you leave it from here, it's like, shoot, the streets still gonna be here. So if you in here doing God knows what to what, like it's gonna upset your mother, your family and stuff like that, don't do it, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, strive to be great. If you got a talent, use your talent to get out. You ain't gotta do what everybody doing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, be what the next man is, a dope boy and all that. You ain't gotta do all that. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's fast money, but it can take your life fast, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely don't wanna put yourself in that situation where, like, you know what I'm saying, you want to leave here early. If you got a talent, man, showcase your talent and let another person that's trying to do what you doing show them the right way of doing it, not doing it the wrong way. If you got a good talent that you know that you can make it legally, do that. You know what I'm saying? That's my message to the youth, bro. And if you're in the music industry, bro, just stay consistent for one. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your grind. Don't never give up. Sometimes it may feel like, you know what I'm saying, you want to give it up. Because I be feeling like that sometimes. But I thank God that I got people that love me, that see me want to do great, that's keeping me, you know what I'm saying, focused with what I'm doing, which is my talent, something that I love, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? It's just like working a 9 to 5. If you working labor work, like this shit is hard. Just because y'all listening to it for 4 minutes, we gotta be in the studio producing this shit for several hours. You know what I'm saying? We gotta lay this down for several hours, and it's not an easy task. For every breakdown we gotta do, like we gotta do this shit to perfect it the right way for the listeners to listen. And we only taking 2 to 4 minutes of y'all time to even listen to it. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like
something to think about.
Yeah, for real. Like that's really something to think about. But just stay persistent with it. If you in the music game, bro, stay persistent. Have your business in order. You know what I'm saying? Learn about BMI and ASCAP. Learn about, you know what I'm saying, you getting your publishing, keeping your publishing. You know what I'm saying? Make a decision whether if you want to have long-term money or short-term money. You know what I'm saying? Right then and now money. You know what I'm saying? The choice is yours. But if you want to see something for life, the best thing that I would suggest is you to get that back-end money. Because it's forever. And that's my message to the youth and message to anybody that's doing what I'm doing.
Already.
So. Yeah. I had forgot.
We was talking about the court system and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
We was talking about how the court system and like what you thought about the court system was and like how they did, you know what I'm saying? Like what's the state of the court system was just falling off in there, because like a lot of people don't really realize, they just see like one side of the game.
Right.
They don't see the side when it's time to really go in there and lay down and stand up and stand on what you believe and morals and principles and stuff like that. So you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, bro. Like with that, it's like this, bro. It's like, man, you don't want to be in that type of situation to where like they'll lose you in the system, because they'll definitely do that. They'll throw the book at you and forget about you. You know what I'm saying? They'll do you like they'll just set you in there and forget about you. You feel what I'm saying? But like people don't need to people don't need to put themselves in that situation to where like they gotta go through that. Like I say, I'm going through what I'm going through right now, which in my situation, bro, it was just me being at the right place at the wrong time. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like this. It's like when you know you're a good person and you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and not getting into trouble like that, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have lawyers and stuff that's going to fight for you, but it costs money. So that's like unnecessary money that you got to spend when you could have kept that money and not getting into no trouble. You know what I'm saying? You can keep that money and just, go out. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, take care of your kids and your family and stuff like that, bro. Because it takes away from your family and stuff like that, and it takes away from what business that you gotta take care of when they taking your money like that. So, I mean, with that situation, man, my advice, bro, is to stay out that system, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of it because, bro, they trying to throw books at people, bro, and they trying to forget about you after they do that. You know what I'm saying? And when I fell in there, bro, there's a lot of young cats in there and everything like that. So it's like, bro, they taking them young, and they throwing the book at them, bro. I done ran across little youngsters that's doing damn near 15, 25, might not never come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like they be giving up hope in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, bro, don't put yourself in that situation that you don't put yourself in that type of environment like that to put yourself in that case, bro. And I wish everybody could come out of there, bro. I don't wish that on nobody, dog. Like it just know it. And then you gotta notice this too. When you're in there, time moves slow. It moves so slow. It ain't going fast. It's like it's moving slow. So think about it. If you doing up to 10 to 15 years in that motherfucker, it's like, man, it's gonna take a long time, like, cause how the way the time moves.
You ain't lying.
Ooh, it moves so slow, bro. Oh my God, but no. Oh man, but
people think going to jail is just like,
yeah, like,
yeah, let them know, man, let them know,
that, bro. And it's like, and I'm seeing this, bro. It's like they praising the people that's in the music game, bro. They praising them that's in the music game, bro. And when they come home, it's like they get notarized off of that shit. Like, man, a motherfucker can be laying around there and went to jail for something that they done did or whatever like that, and come back home and be on. And it's like, damn, but that's what it become now. It's like you gotta do something in their eyes of the people to make it feel like you a real nigga when you get out. So now it's like you got their attention, and now they buying your music just because of what you went in there for. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It's like the real niggas that's out here surviving, ducking the law, ain't getting the recognition. But the minute they go lay around there and bust a nigga head or do some shit that ain't got no business doing, excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? But it's like they recognizing that more than being a real stand-up nigga and stand out the way of the police, stand out the way of the jail system, just stand out the way, period. And it's crazy, bro. It's backwards. It's like, man, you gotta become something you not in order for them to recognize you of what you trying to do in this music industry. And it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And I see that and I'm like, wow. Like even in my situation, like, man, that wasn't no shit that I put myself in. Like, that wasn't all me. But they put it like I'm this bad guy. And they done made a whole YouTube video about that, bro. A whole YouTube video about it. And it's like, wow. Like, I'm getting calls and shit from this here, like, man, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I've been getting more good calls than anything, bro. Because they sincerely feel like I don't need to be in there. I don't deserve to be in that position and being in the system like that, bro. They really was like, man, I'm so glad that you out of that situation that I don't want to see you in there. And I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate the people that called me. But you know, they got some people that'll feel like, man, I'm this kingpin, but really I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I just do music, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing wrong, say, brother, I'm gonna tell you like this here too. And it ain't nothing wrong with what you do, it's how you do it. Like, you know, everybody got their own personal preference of what they do. As long as they can control that and maintain with what they do, I don't see no problem with that. Me personally. But you got people that get on what they get on and can't control it. You know what I'm saying? Them be the people that ain't got a strong mind for that. You know what I'm saying? Man, I got a strong mind with whatever I do. I ain't about to, you know what I'm saying, poke my arm up or play with my nose or do nothing like that. I just do something that's gonna make me be mellow with what I'm focusing on doing. You know what I'm saying? You got lawyers and shit be on whatever they be on or whatever like that and they don't let that shit control them. They control that. You feel what I'm saying? So, like my thing is where I'm getting at with that is like, you know what I'm saying? What I was being exposed with was my personal shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, everybody got something that they do. You know what I'm saying? Got certain people that can't control it, man. They got people that do the small shit that don't have an effect on you and me, or go out there and go rob shit and go, you know what I'm saying? Go do all kill shit and everything. But you know, it's just like, man, it's crazy, bro. But my thing is, bro, just if you do what you do it in the own comforts of your own domain. You know what I'm saying? Be in your own comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't have the two mixed. Don't ride with something with one thing and have this around something, because they gonna put it to where like you doing something else.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It gotta be either or.
Right. Trying to mix the two ain't working.
Yeah, it's like oil and water. It don't mix. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my advice to, you know.
Have you ever seen it done successfully? Somebody mix the two and be successful?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You gotta say a name, but have you seen it done correctly?
Hey, I done seen people move how they move and they do it right.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say about that. But it's like, bro, when you put yourself in a situation to where, like, you know what I'm saying, that's crossing you over what you doing, you don't want to be around it. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like stay to yourself. If you're doing what you do, stay to yourself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause when you to yourself and by yourself shit, you can't tell on yourself, because if you do that, you're a fool.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, my advice with that, bro, just if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, don't play on both sides. Don't straddle both sides of the fence. If you're gonna be into this, be strictly into this. If you're gonna be in the streets, then be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen the game to shift it to where like they can convert the street shit over into this. And now it's like it's feuding between two different people. You know what I'm saying? And even in the situation that I'm in, working with one person, this other person can be beefing with this person. So now this person not liking you because all you doing is working for this person for what you do. Like, man, this is my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do. Like, I work as a producer, so I vibe with anybody that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be in the forefront saying like, okay, this nigga not liking this nigga, so I'm gonna join what you saying, fuck this nigga. Nah, man. I can't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in the middle of it. Any personal situations that I got going on with anybody, that's my own personal situation. It's never gonna be because this person beefing with that person. No, if I'm not liking you, it's because of something you did to me, not making me like you. I got my own personal reason. It'll never be because this man bucked me up to not like you because he beefing with you. Your beef ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with this next man's beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this game to work. And I'm trying to work with every artist. I'm not trying to put myself in a situation to where like I'm bucking somebody up to say something about this person and I fuck with this person. Nah, I'm not even gonna fix my mouth up to talk about you with this person because it ain't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think people are forced to choose sides in the music industry like nowadays because who people associate with.
Yeah, that's what they doing now. That's what they doing now.
Right.
They doing just that, bro. They figure like, and especially with producers, like producers ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. They main thing is to make good music with an artist that got good potential of making them get out the hood. But instead, you dragging this man in your whole beef. Whatever reason why you beefing with this man, you trying to drag him into that. And when you see this man working with this person, you feel like he working with the op. He feel like you talking or shoot short about him, but man, we don't be doing that. I know I don't. I like to work, bro. I like to work. I like to come up with songs and concept that's gonna play in the club for a long time, because I got records right now that's still rotating in the club from years ago. And it make me feel so good to hear that, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, bro, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to lay around there and make records that's gonna play in the club for another decade, man. They can keep spinning that again, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't with all the beef, rap beef and all that what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I go out for morals and respect, you know what I'm saying? And once that line get crossed with me, I don't want to even have nothing to deal with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm a stand-up person by having my respect, you know what I'm saying? I don't get into nobody's beef. I you know what I'm saying? If I fuck with both of the two, I try to diffuse it. But if they make a decision to where like that's what it is and that's what it's gonna be, then it ain't nothing I can do it from this point. You know what I'm saying? I can try my best to try to diffuse it because, you know, I know the two parties, but if I can't diffuse it and you got your mind set up to where like that's what it's gonna be, then that's what it's gonna be. I tried. You know, I tried. And not every producer could be a hero. You know, I just put myself in that situation to try to help diffuse it. If I can't, then hey, it ain't nothing I can do. I did my part. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my hand got washed from that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put myself in no type of situation that I gotta watch my back or look over my shoulders because you feeling like I'm working with this person. Nah, it don't work like that. Not with no producer. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a producer involve himself in the opposite beef or whatever going on, then hey, you put yourself in that situation. But me, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to work with any and everybody that'll fit on these Be Real beats. That'll get on these beats and put their heart and soul to them to make good records. And that's what I'm about, bro. Making good records that's gonna last, play in the club, play in the radio stations for decades to come.
Right, you definitely been doing that, man.
Yeah, man.
Over a decade now.
Yeah, yes, and it really been over a decade. Like I say, man, bro, it's amazing for me to have a sound that I done made. Also, other producers that's in my bracket to make something that other producers are using now and it's steady going. And it ain't just in Louisiana, man. You got like Drum Dumb and DJ Swift, all them cats, bro. They taking a piece of the Baton Rouge flavor, you know what I'm saying, of that sound, bro, and kind of spicing it up with their beats because they know it grooves in there. It just match. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the new wave, man, of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing, bro. Like, dog, ain't nobody never did that like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just thank God that I came in the game with my own solid sound, bro, and it's going now. You know what I'm saying? So,
anybody that you want to work with that you haven't got a chance to work with, it can be like in Baton Rouge or out of Baton Rouge. I know you done work with countless artists, bro, but there's always that one person that we want to work with that we haven't got a chance to meet yet, or you know.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like with Young Boy, like I feel like I got beats that I can lay around there and put in his presence, bro. That I know he'll lay around there and make something magical with, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like in that situation, bro. Like, somebody gotta be the bigger person to really, you know what I'm saying? Because again, that's Young Boy. Young Boy, he's younger than me. You know what I'm saying? He might feel like how he feel or whatever reason. Somebody might be in his ear, you know, telling him something.
So y'all have history with each other?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely we worked together at one point. we worked together when he was coming by TVG. You know, during the time that I was, you know what I'm saying, doing my work with G Money and Fredo. I got introduced to Young Boy during the time when he was affiliating himself with TVG, and I met him through Yates. I met him with Yates. He was he's one of the CEOs of TVG.
Look, right.
We fell in. That's when I met Wap Bees and all them at the same time, cause Wap was doing tattoos in the next building from TVG. So you know, when Yates introduced me to him, you know, I was listening to him or whatever like that. But I was already locked in with G Money and Fredo. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about locked in. You know what I'm saying? Doing majority of their work. So, you know, Yates. Like I said again, Yates introduced me to him. He came and spit something for me. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to make a beat for him. So Young Boy came and spit some stuff for me to let me hear. So he rapping acapella, so I'm listening to him. He did the first acapella, which was good. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. Through Yates. Yates introduced me to him or whatever like that. Told me about him. You know, told me that he was raw with the rap. Like he really. Like Yates was the person that brought him to my attention to let me know that he was really raw with the rap. And when he brought me to his attention, I mean when he brought him to my attention or whatever, he came and freestyled some stuff because I was making the beats from scratch for him. I met him and Wap Beezy all at the same time because Wap Beezy was next door to the other building from TVG. So. He was in there. He freestyled one song, and man, I ain't gonna lie, the song was nice. But then when he did another song, it pretty much made me be like, man, yeah, I gotta do that record there. The name of the song was called Cross, and when he ran me the hook or whatever, I made the beat right then and there, right behind the hook or whatever like that, and we put it together. Him and Y Beezy was featured on there, so that was a time when I had did a record for Young Boy or whatever like that, and we was supposed to continue to work, but some situation had happened to the point I didn't even see him come back by the studio no more. So,
was it a situation with a song, with paperwork? Or?
I mean, it was something. It was something that him and TBG had going on. Like I ain't really know what was going on. I knew something was going back and forth that I didn't really get into it because it wasn't none of my business. So I just, you know what I'm saying, knew that he wasn't coming around. But you know, during the time I was just locked in hard with G Money and Fredo. Like I was doing a lot of work for them. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Boy wanted me to work with him on some stuff. But I was already locked in with G Money and Fredo, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that, and you know. But we were supposed to do some more work, and you know, things happen and stuff like that. So you know.
So what you think because it seemed like early on with Young Boy and TVG they was cool, and then it just seemed like they had a disconnect all of a sudden. But it's never been publicly talked about.
Yeah.
What really happened between the two? I
mean. Like I say, in that situation with what went on, I really couldn't tell you like in deep detail of what had went on in that situation. All I knew that, you know, Young Boy wasn't, you know what I'm saying, affiliating himself with TVG anymore, and you know, I guess they had them parted ways. But I continued myself with working with G Money and Fredo on some music that we were releasing. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I was still connected with Young Boy. He would hit me up and stuff like that. You know, wanting to work and everything like that. But again, I was already locked in with G Money and Fredo. That, you know what I'm saying. Like I was just trying to make sure that they projects was right. You know what I'm saying. So, you know, from there, like he was still. Like, we were still communicating or whatever like that, but we had lost communication or whatever like that because I was supposed to send Young Boy some tracks or whatever like that, but we just lost communication or whatever like that. So
Any plans to work in the future?
I mean, me personally, I would want to send him some stuff to see if he'll get on it and you know what I'm saying, maybe work on some stuff like that. Cause I got some tracks that I feel as though he need to get on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he remind me of so much of Lil Fat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Long live Lil Fat. You know what I'm saying? He put me so much in the mind of Fat that's the reason why I really want to get back in with him and work with him, cause he remind me of so much of the youngin. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully it'll be a chance that maybe one of his people will link up with me, talk to me or something, and we'll link up. You know what I'm saying? Get some work done. You know what I'm saying? But
speaking of Lil Fat, any unreleased music?
Yeah, they got a lot of unreleased records that that they got in the vault right now, and we just don't know when they're gonna put it out. Like, it's a lot of content with Lil Fat, but we just don't know when. It's just a matter of time of knowing when they're gonna release that music. So right now we just waiting to see what it is they want to do with the records. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like I said, as far as like with the young boy situation, I'm I love to work with him. Me and Fredo got some stuff we gonna put together soon. It's just a matter of time, just setting up our dates and getting together. So he have reached out to you? Yeah, he reached out to me. Okay. He reached out to me. All right. Yep. So we can plan on seeing some work in the future from B Real and TVG. For sure. Yeah. All right. For sure. That's what's up, man. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm on the lookout for you, bro. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's an exclusive interview, bro. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Like I said, I ain't know that you work with NBA Youngboy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's the first I heard that one, bro. Yeah. Like, the name of the record was called Cross Me, featuring White Beezy. Right. That was the first record I did with him from scratch. And like, when I heard that, I was like, man, dude could go. Dude, he had something. Dude could go. What about him that made you say that dude can go? Was it he's self-driven. He already, it's like, dude be already having a vision of what he gonna do before it even happened, and he apply himself. Like dude self-driven, and he know how to run it. He know how to run a up to where like you gonna feel it, even if you ain't been in that situation he been in. Like I really hit with him and with his music now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, dude is self-driven. You know what I'm saying? He have this vision within himself of what he gonna do, and he execute his plan. He execute his playbook real well. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really take that from young boy about how well he execute his work and his work ethic and stuff like that. A lot of people just take the negative side from things, you know. Right. And I mean the positive side. And I mean, bro, the music business is a hard business. It is, and then you got to think about it too, man. This man's still young. You know what I'm saying? Like this man 20, if not about to be 20. So this man still got a lot of development for himself to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So he might do some shit that be fucked up towards people, and people be like, "Well, damn, why dude?" But you got to let him bump his head. You know what I'm saying? To let him learn from his mistakes, because he's still young. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And that go for any young person like that's going through what they going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, an older person could tell them something, but it ain't gonna be too many times that older person gonna tell that young person to don't do like this, do this here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, the best experience is self-experience, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta learn it from yourself. You gotta bump your head a few times in order for the, learn it. You gotta lose something to gain. You gotta lose the game. And a lot of people don't be wanting to accept. They feel like they failed, but you didn't fail. You know what I'm saying? You paid for a lesson. When you lose out, you pay for a lesson. You know what I'm saying? You'll just be a fool to just do it twice. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To do that same mistake twice. But man, it's like, man, bro, it's like, bro. Like if one of your kids wanted to get into the music business, would you let them? That would be something that you if that's what they heart desire, I'll be right behind them 100%.
Right.
I feel like if that's what they want to do, and it's really in their heart to do it.
So you wouldn't be against it?
I wouldn't be against it.
Right.
You know, I let them know, you know what I'm saying, because from the situation that I done been through and what I learned, I'll let them know what's the do's and don'ts with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll give them the whole rundown. But if that's where they heart want to be at with any one of my kids, if that's where your heart want to be at and that's what your heart desire to do music, I'm rooting you. Right. I'm right behind you. You know, with anything that you do, long as it ain't nothing that I don't want to approve of, I'm behind you 100%. Whether it's sports, whatever. Man, you could be the master of a video game. I wouldn't give a damn long as you the best.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So any Pay the Producers coming up? Any unreleased Pay the Producers coming up?
I'm working on a compilation. I'm working on a compilation. You know, I don't know the dates of when I'm gonna do it. I'm just doing so much music right now, and trying to collect all content that I feel like is gonna fit for the compilation that I'm putting out. Cause I'm trying to make it like one of these ones, like I'm trying to do back to back like Khaled. Excuse me, I'm trying to do something like back to back like DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm just going with the move for what's working right now. I'm working with, you know what I'm saying, my cousin Yassi. I got some other artists that I'm working with right now. And pretty much just trying to put it together, bro. Just trying to make that happen, you know, with my own compilation project that I want to put out and, you know, show, you know, that Baton Rouge have talent and individual artists is like I've been doing. You know, like I said again, I'm working with Yassi. You know, we just putting it together, but he have good single material that we feel like is gonna be strong to put out there to see where it's gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel comfortable. I feel confident in it. You know what I'm saying?
So you say artist name Yassi?
Yassi.
Okay, is that somebody that's new you working with?
Yes, and then he's my fam. You know what I'm saying? This is my cousin. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's what more better to work with your people. You know what I'm saying? Like that just make it even sweeter. You know what I'm saying? Just working with your people, just, you know, putting it together. You know what I'm saying? Going through that whole roller coaster ride thing, and just making sure we make a good product that's gonna be good to give to the people.
Then he getting coached by one of the best.
Yeah.
By one of the best. You know, it's like almost coming from college. You know, play with Phil Jackson.
Right.
He pretty much got a cheat code.
Like I say, like I was talking to him earlier. It's like this here, man. It's like, man, we just gotta stick with the playbook. You feel what I'm saying? It's like football, bro. You gotta stick with the playbook. We can't let the opposite side know what's going on in our playbook. We gotta keep it in the huddle and to score this touchdown. We trying to win. You know what I'm saying? It's like your boy say, fourth quarter pressure. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put it on. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta meet the deadlines. We gotta make sure that it falls on that deadline. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta go by the playbook. Run the play. Let's make these touchdowns and see where it go.
So I know you know Boosie shooting a new movie and stuff like that, man. What's your thoughts on all that, bro? Because I feel like you should be in the movie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean, man, I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope for you know, Boosie to do that or whatever like that. I wouldn't mind getting in the video. I mean, not video, but movie or whatever like that. But you know. Things happen, whatever happened, I'm not tripping, but whatever it is that he doing, you know, I wish nothing but the best, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, me and dude have been in the studio and worked numerous of times with a lot of hits, like, even when he came home, like, he's very musical inclined. He be knowing what he want. And I'm just glad that I had that opportunity to be in there with him, to just work with him, like he good with the writing and I'm good with the composing. Like it go together. Yeah. Like it go together.
What type of work ethic would you say he have?
Man, that man is LeBron James. What up? This your boy B Real, aka DJ B Real, and you are now logged on to PTTV. Yeah, bigger than big. Believe that. Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to Power to Tell Podcast, where real people discuss real issues that affect our community.